Welcome back. My name is Brian.
I'm Richard.
And this is I Love You 3000 Minutes, the podcast that traveled back in time, endgame style, to rewatch the entire Infinity Saga from Iron Man 1 to Spider-Man Far From Home, one marvelous minute at a time. This is minute 63 of Iron Man 1. And Richard, what happened? Actually, first, I want to just shout out new rock stars, because there's one thing that I'm going to point out, and it's from one of their breakdowns, missing details. I'm sure we would have caught it, but at 30-ish seconds, there's a part where he's flying out of his
hangar
ramp into his garage or whatever, and it points out a little red dot on the pillar for his flight trajectory, and then scrape it, so it warned him half a second before that he was going to hit the wall. Just want to give them props right out the gate. But sorry, Richard, what happened?
Well, he wants to take flight. He wants to try it out. Jarvis warns him, "Sir, we need terabytes of environmental information."
Terabytes.
I don't know how airline pilots fly, because I doubt they have to look through terabytes of information of their environment before they can fly, but whatever.
I mean, to be fair, their flight patterns are dictated by flight control, which has all the information on all the flights.
Sure.
And he's like, and they're all on a set path and they don't deviate, and he's just going for a joyride unannounced. And Jarvis is like, "Excuse me, I'm like Tesla right now, where I can't self-drive you, but I can help you not fuck everything up. And you're deciding to turn me off or not let me actually have that software. What are you doing?"
Yeah, I guess so. That's one way to put it. Tony's like, "Hey, I made this suit. We'll be fine."
Yeah, I've never flown before. Like, birds have instincts based on their lives and like wind patterns and whatever. And Jarvis is just like, "You've never done this except one time where all you did was..."
Yeah, what if you crash into that wall just a little bit harder? He just goes and ricochets and bounces a few
He would
times.
have probably like maybe a sprained elbow, based on the how much the suit protects, but it would be over quick, hopefully. Hopefully it wouldn't be like, "No, I'm fine. Let's just keep going."
He says, "Jarvis, sometimes you need to run before you can walk," which I've never heard before. Maybe that's a line for like people that find their calling and they just like, "Oh, hey, I'm freaking brilliant at this," and they're able to just march right into it and like kick ass or something. I don't know, maybe. And they're just like so dialed in, they're able to march right into it and kick ass.
Bullshit artists.
Bullshit art. I mean,
sounds like a line from a bullshit artist.
If someone has been, working on something and they know all the factors to it, like Tony knows of his suit, maybe they can.
You just mentioned you would need a haircut. Are we gonna do to you what we did to me?
Probably not. I probably want to style it a little bit,
Like a mohawk that you said?
Could be. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
As long as I get to do it.
Yeah, probably not. Damn, I'm gonna be honest.
I trusted you.
Yeah. Well, anyways, he decides he's gonna do it.
Anyways, I have better judgment than you, Brian.
He flies up a ramp, right?
His driveway, his garage driveway or whatever.
Is that his garage driveway?
Yeah, because his cars are parked down there.
Yeah. Where does that hole lead to, though? Like, where does he end up flying out of, though?
He exits his garage.
I thought he exited like a hole in the side of a cliff or something.
Well, his house is on the side of a cliff.
Okay, I see.
That's his house.
Got you. So he goes flying. He goes flying up that ramp, scrapes the corner, like Brian pointed out.
I'm just regurgitating what New Rockstar is. Well, I knew he scraped the corner, but that little hint warning before it happened.
Right. We saw him scrape the corner, right?
Yeah.
And so it kind of assists his turn in scraping that corner. He goes flying out, and we cut to Tony's face, and he's having a fun time. A really fun time.
Fuck those terabytes.
He's probably using like 10% of the power right now, the original power that flung him into the cement above him, right?
Jeez, what would 100% be?
He's broken bones, pulverized, instant death. Not sure.
Oh, there's a lot of videos like film theory and stuff that have shown that Iron Man should be jelly. No matter what kind of impact stuff he has in his suit. Like, I think the prime example that I can remember is when he's falling from Avengers Tower in Avengers, or Stark Tower, and then he just like 180 almost before he hits the ground.
Right.
And all his legs should be jelly.
Right. Even if the suit can absorb shock, all the momentum, his body is just going to go.
Yeah, at least his organs would be like, well, we're not going to be in this body anymore.
I was going to say right out the ass.
Maybe.
Well,
he diarrheaed himself to death.
And so how much farther after he exits the garage do we get? He's flying.
We get about 28 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, he's well over the ocean and just spinning and almost to he's going past a Ferris wheel.
Mm-hmm. A carnival or something.
So yeah, that's not Santa Monica Pier. Might be. Actually, that might be Santa Monica Pier.
That structure behind it, that round thing.
Yeah, because I can't tell. Because he says he's in Malibu though, right? How close is Malibu to Santa Monica? Google Maps! Yeah, it is an hour and 43-minute drive between Santa Monica and Malibu. So, nope, that's not Santa Monica Pier.
How many miles though?
I have no idea, but hour and 43-minute drive.
In traffic or not in traffic?
It's Google Maps. It always takes traffic into account.
20 miles.
Yeah, he's half a second. He's not.
Might have cut to later.
Yeah, no, he's just, I haven't been to Malibu, so I don't know what kind of structures are around there.
Yeah, well, so anyways, it shows face shots, like 2 different face shots of him. He does a couple barrel rolls. He's having some fun, and we see this pier of some sort, with a Ferris wheel and other lit up structures, and he's kind of starting to turn towards it.
Yep.
Yeah.
About to zoom in, whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And it's a cool nighttime shot.
So should we scrub through this?
If you want.
All right, so near the beginning at about 9 seconds in reverse, it says system shutdown complete. It says system shutdown complete 100%, and then it goes to red and says aborted, which is right around the time he says, tell you what, do a weather and ATC check, listen in on ground control. And then we start seeing a bunch of planes in the air with different, I think, degrees of where they're flying. So I see Northwest 14 on one, and I can't quite make out the other one. But we start seeing planes and different maps of the environment, just very rudimentary, like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas type graphics quality. And we see a bunch more planes at around 13 seconds when he's looking at the ceiling, just showing all the planes that are waiting for him outside.
Could be an airport.
We also see there's LAX in the background. It does say Santa Monica. It says Santa Monica right near where that pier is.
Yeah, it's 20 miles away, so figure he's flying at least 300 miles per hour, right?
300 miles per hour?
That's how fast planes go.
I mean, he's not a plane, though. Well, he can go faster than a jet, but he's not, like, going 300 miles an hour from the get, you know?
I mean, the minimum speed that planes go is 300 miles per hour.
Okay, yeah, but he's not you don't need that fast for a human, right? Like, people hang glide.
How far is 20 miles? 20 miles if you're going 300 miles per hour.
Yes.
I don't think he's hang gliding. You know?
I meant, like, he doesn't need to go 300 miles in order to fly. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to go that fast. Because people can stay afloat hang gliding, although this is a little heavier.
I just want to estimate he's going about 300. Okay? So
That's shocking.
So he's,
to me.
So he's going 300 miles per hour. That means, okay, hang on.
I would say, at least on a test run, he's probably going 120 miles an hour, which means he would take 10 minutes to get there.
Oh, I just want to stick to 300 because I thought 300 miles per hour was the minimum that planes go. It's not that fast. But so basically, hypothetically, if he was going 300 miles per hour, to go 20 miles,
4 minutes to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if going 60 miles an hour, it would take him 20 minutes to get there. Divide that by 5, which is how many times 60 goes in.
So he's about 20 miles away, but maybe he says he lives in Malibu, and maybe he's like not, kind of like how people from the suburbs say they're from Chicago when they're not from Chicago.
Oh, but in Iron Man 3, he gives out his address and says Malibu Point. Okay. Oh, wait, no, he says Malibu Point. Let me see this. Well, let me see. What is Iron Man's address in Iron Man 3? Let me give you the address.
Go with the general city.
All right, 10880 Malibu Point 90265. So copy. I already got it in Google Maps. If Google Maps would stop being frozen. That'd be great. All right, it stopped being frozen for a half second.
Oh yeah, so Malibu Point is closer to Santa Monica than Malibu. So there's Malibu, there's Santa Monica, Malibu Point is right there.
Yeah. So if he was going 300, it's still an hour and 10 minutes, but 13 miles. So if he was going 100,
an hour and 10 minutes biking.
I didn't even know what that was said on there. Okay. Forget my Malibu to Santa Monica estimate earlier, because it wasn't driving. Let me correct that right now. Okay, so he's still in Malibu, because it's Malibu Point, Malibu. So
Okay.
27 minutes driving. All right.
They said Malibu Point was 13 miles away.
Yeah.
So
that specific address is 13 miles away. So it would be a little over 2 minutes.
Exactly.
For him to get there if he's going 300 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Which we have no confirmation of.
We don't.
But
I'm saying hypothetically. He's not that far from Santa Monica Pier. Let's just